I actually got this one from the homie Hayden. So shout out to Hayden, who I actually think, this is like the sisterhood of the traveling shirt. I think Charlie Hawker found it, sold it to Bailey, who sold it to Hayden, who sold it to me. Yeah, it was in Bailey's shop and Hayden grabbed it, and then I saw it from Hayden and was like, yo, if you ever want to sell that, like, I'm your guy. And sure enough, he came back and sold it to me. So shout out to Hayden and Bailey and all those guys. These were actually from the homie Chance, like, again, like probably 6 years ago, he found them and I snagged them from him. Which honestly is cool, like with this series, like for me, I can't speak on anybody else, but going through all these, like it's cool for me to like thrift stuff and let that be a part of my collection, but I also think it's cool like when I have pieces that are from friends of mine and I can look at them and be like, yo, like, it makes me think of them every time I wear it or see it. You know, I like to shout them out. Like if I didn't thrift it myself, like I think it's important to like let people know that there's other people out here like really finding good stuff. This one I actually got from the homies at the Come Up shop when they were still in business, Sam and Angelo. They hooked me up with this. I took a thrifting trip down there. I like hit some random flea market and found a bunch of like really cool early wrestling stuff. And I went in and traded all of it up to get this. And this is one of my favorite pieces. This one is from the homie Nick from Select Stock in Colorado. Had to snag this from him just because stuff like this you don't see. So yeah, I think this is a really cool piece to have in the collection, and shout out to the homie Nick at Select Stock for blessing me with it. He's killing it at the new shop in Colorado. But shout out to Rad Vintage is where I got this from. So shout out to him. This was hanging up in his shop. I'd been visiting him for a few years, and this was hanging up like every time I went, and I was like, you know, if I gotta get it.